Hello everyone, this is JHancho, and welcome to the first round of 16 game featuring Woobowiz and Crisis. Woobowiz, of course, being the pink Zerg up at the top right of Arid Wastes, and Crisis down at the bottom left as the red Protoss. Now, again, as I was saying to Viking earlier, this is kind of a weird choice for a 1v1, as this is particularly used for a 2v2 type battle. We do have a natural expansion here on Crisis's side with rocks protected by line of sight blockers, and in the unused expansions we have backdoors. So very fortunate spawns for both players, as they don't have to worry about backdoors into their main. Woobowiz, of course, will be a little bit more cautious of this kind of semi-backdoor into his natural, but he will be scouting cross-map, as he does believe that that's how Blizzard ranks it. Crisis is going to be sending out an early scout, maybe to ascertain his opponent's location. It looks like he's going to be going cross-map as well, not stopping at the watchtower. Understandable as well. Both bases are up and running, doing the normal stuff. We should be seeing a gateway go down. Boom, there it is. Woobowiz going to be putting maybe... Ooh, is he going to go for it? No, he's not going to go for a 14 hatch or 15 hatch, 14 pull. Instead, he's going to go with a speedling build, although the extractor is a little late. So Crisis now going cross-map right to Woobowiz's base is going to see that he does have a pull down and everything looks good. Going to be bounced around by the drones and just continue to be annoying, almost trying to box in one or more of these drones so he can get some kills, but just generally being annoying, letting his shields kind of recharge as he walks away, comes back, and does it all over again. But the important part is Crisis is going to get a second gate. 2-gate against Zerg is very prevalent and also very good. Looks like he's also getting a 16 pylon and putting down a cyber core, so a lot in production other than probes. Wow. Early game, that's about as much as you can ask for. But cutting probes to do so, not the smartest thing. Looks like he's going to wait for the first Zealot before he starts getting more probes, or maybe his attention is elsewhere as he is looking at the Overlord coming into his base. Now Woobowiz may be applying some pressure. We do see 6 lings in production. 4 are out. Speed is on the way, just started. So as these guys go across the map, speed should be done by the time the first Zealot is out. But the second gateway is out. Second gas being produced, and Crisis might be in a little bit of trouble as he has not been using his chrono boost at all. He might have been waiting for Zealots to come out, but we do have 2 started right away. Is going to need to put down... There's a chrono boost. Oh, alright. Is going to need another pylon somewhere on the map, but these Zerglings are kind of slowly making their way across the map. It's funny how slow you think they are until you see them fast. And then you see what powerful Zerglings can do. Oh, it's getting some rally point kills here, or hits here. Crisis is doing a nice job of getting one off. Unfortunately, both sustaining a couple of hit point damage, about the same, 80 and 76 out of 100. Not that big of a deal. Crisis, forgetting about those pylons, is probably supply blocked and doesn't want to be there again. First Stalker is out. Roach is now on the way for Woobowiz. And no expansion quite yet. His minerals are low, his gas is high, so we might be seeing a layer here soon. And Woobowiz is going to be taking the watchtowers. Very smart play. Don't want to risk this 100 mineral overlord, as we do have a Leote. Whatever. It's just a critter, unfortunately. Has no bearing on the actual game. 2 Zealots, 3 Stalkers, as well as 2 more on the way. Crisis not making any more probes at the moment. I believe Woobowiz should be ahead. No! Wow, Crisis ahead in the drone count, and it looks like Woobowiz is trying to find time to work in more drones. Looks like those Zerglings up there had been liquidated, and the Leote just looks on with grim satisfaction. Speedling's now going to run away from the approaching Stalkers, and it looks like they're going to kind of group up, fold over, and snipe this Overlord. Ooh. That will most likely put Woobowiz woefully under supply, but he does have 3 Overlords in production, accounting for that as well. So 1 base Roach against a 2-gate Protoss, and it looks like he was expecting to find a fast-ish expansion, but we'll know unfortunately not be able to find that. These zealots will go to their death. One roach will die, but now the roaches will be kited by the stalkers fairly well by Crisis, unfortunately backing himself into a corner, letting the roaches get some hits in, and this one should go down. Yes, it does. But a fair trade, I would say, getting... Well, not really, actually. I think Woobowiz got the better end of that. There's a couple free hits from both players, and a very shifty expansion that actually missed by Woobowiz. Looks like he forgot about it for the moment, but very nice play. Very out of the way, not going to be scouted, shorter rush distance to his opponent, and just more stalkers on the way for Crisis. Warp Gate is in. His minerals are absurdly high, but he is spending some on upgrades, which is good. Can Chrono Boost him, continue to get probes, and maybe think about, it looks like there's 2-gate, or Robo Facility and Twilight Council. Ooh, off 2-gate, this could be bad, as the Zerg production can outdo only 2 gateways in a Robo. He might be thinking about going for Colossus or Immortal, since he did see roaches. Hydra's on the way for Woobowiz, and that could be very bad as soon as he gets this hatchery up and running. No Queen being produced, and the rally point right at the ramp. But it looks like another push going to happen from Crisis. He's going to be moving out with a group of 10 stalkers. Looks like he's going to wait for some more, or just bring along a probe to make a Nexus and a pylon. Oh, I thought he was going to go with a proxy pylon up there so he can lessen the rush distance and get his reinforcements faster. Woobowiz also going to be moving out. This could be kind of weird. Ooh, don't take the high ground there. If a stalker gets on the ramp, you can kiss all those Zerglings goodbye. It looks like Crisis going to try and kite. These Zerglings, though, going to punish that action. Get a quick surround of the stalker and continue to do that. Get free hits, free hits, free hits. Woobowiz disengaging, continuing to macro, getting roach speed, always a must. Keeping his Queen very low on energy, very nice macro. Hydra Den still working, only 2 out on the field so far, 2 more coming from this hatchery. No, 1 coming from this hatchery, and Overlord from that as well. So the expansion for Woobowiz not producing much, but is set up to do so in the future. I'm sure Crisis feels that he's ahead, getting his expansion and seeing perhaps that he hasn't been expanding to his natural. So just falling back to defend. These Zealots should be in front. He's getting Blink. I'm iffy on that. He needs to be able to get the Zealots up there, since he does have some Zealots. And I'm not sure what exactly Woobowiz spotted. He did not see the expansion. And the Immortal there will scare off the roaches, but the Hydras will gladly eat them up. Another Zergling being placed at the Watchtower. Going to be checking out the composition of his opponent, seeing that Immortal will prompt more and more Hydras in production. He needs these 2 gases ASAP. As you can see, he only has about 100 gas, and as soon as he decides to build some more Hydras, that will go away quite easily. And he says, "Oh lordy." This is kind of a... it looks like the Leo almost died. And maybe he supply blocked himself. He did, and he's also out of minerals. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Only 23 drones and 21 for his opponent. Very low on drone count for both players. Worker count, rather. But these Hydras will do well against the Immortals and the Stalkers, provided the Lings can give them cover. I would love to see... Oh, nice pull there by Crisis. The Hydra's going to sit up there, protect the roaches from themselves, as the Immortal and the Stalkers will do horrible damage. Oh, bad control by Woobowiz, losing an unnecessary Hydra. Hydra. And these Stalkers and Immortal are happy to oblige bringing them to the death. No focus fire. There we go. Defensive blink, and he is out. More units on the field for Crisis. That first weapon upgrade has been finished. And these roaches still not able to catch up to the Stalkers, but making a good show of it. We do have the lone Hydra along with 3 Overlords. The Queen is out and more Hydras joining. We should see more Extractors. I would love to see more Extractors. Cannot, stress that enough. And full Chrono Boost on nearly both Nexi. Crisis, only making drones at his expansion, hasn't learned the fine art of manyarding, which of course is making more probes or similar worker unit. That layout pays its price for wandering the arid waste. But Manyarding is transferring workers as your expansion finishes by producing more at your main base, which allows you an instant boost in economy. You invest in the SCVs or drones or probes early on so you can get a much faster boost in your economy. Very nice and very safe, as you don't have to risk the production, you don't have to risk the defense, you can just get them back out. But looks like the high ground, ooh, you didn't have to come off the high ground, nothing was on. Oh, you're abandoning your Immortals, Crisis. Ooh. Now Woobowiz actually is in a bad spot. The Immortals will not do all that well against Hydras, but still will be enough to scare him off. Overseer going to go down, wasting 100 gas. Looks like he's content just to continue to snipe Overlords until he sees that his opponent doesn't have many forces left. 6 Hydras are in production, as well as melee attack.